How do international students get their permanent residence in Canada? Well, if you are an aspiring international student for Canada and you are thinking of how will you get your permanent residence after you complete your education, then this is the video that will guide you, give you the initial thoughts and the basic, the criteria around how can you claim your permanent residence in the future. What are the things that you need to plan around? Please be tuned till the end. My name is Sahil. So guys, welcome back once again. My name is Sahil and I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and I practice in Brampton, Ontario. My office is here. If you have to get in touch with me, my number is on the screen and the details are there in the description box. More than happy to connect with you. Guys, before we start this video, my request to you is that please hit the subscribe button and the bell icon, because we talk a lot about Canadian immigration. And if you are an aspirant of moving to Canada, then this is a channel that you must be watching all the time. So guys, if you are an international student or an international student to be soon, then you would obviously have come across this thought that, okay, I'm going to Canada, I will be spending a couple of $1,000s, and how am I going to plan my stay back in Canada as a permanent resident? Okay, now we all know that Canada really loves international students, and Canada, through a lot of these forums and a lot of these announcements through the Minister of Immigration as well, has time and over again said the one thing, that they want the international students to stay back forever. And staying back forever means that claiming the permanent residence through this path of the various paths available for permanent residency. But then if you go through the immigration website, there is a lot of information available, and a lot of people usually get lost in transition because they think that they're coming to Canada on a temporary resident visa, which is a student permit, and then the path to PR can be long. The several factors might include within the challenges that are there, for example, your age, money, your situation of being married or not, all of these situations. So we will try and look at the possible options or the possible pathways that might be existing, that while you study in Canada and after you study in Canada. Yes, you heard that right. Claiming your permanent residence is possible in both the scenarios. You can claim your permanent residence even while you are studying in Canada, and you can definitely claim your permanent residence after you complete your education, subject to you meeting the eligibility of a particular program. Now first look at what are your options while you are studying. So guys, while you are studying, the Express Entry program of Federal Skilled Worker program is always there for you. If you or your spouse are eligible, are gathering enough points through your IELTS, age, work experience, international education, if you are able to get enough points under your Express Entry and you are still in Canada, if you get an invitation while you are in the pool under the FSW program, you can still study and parallelly claim your path to PR. Okay, so that is one way of going that particular situation. The other particular way would be, now let's assume that you're here in Canada on a 2-year or a 3-year study program, and your spouse gets 1 year Canadian experience, okay, while the spouse is on an open work permit. And if the spouse is able to get an invitation for a particular Express Entry program or maybe Canadian Experience class or any other program, even then you can claim your path to PR. So yes, you or your spouse, both while you are studying, can claim your PR if you are eligible during this process at any stage. Okay. Now let's assume that your education is now complete. The answer of getting your permanent residence now lies in your CRS calculator tool. So the first thing that you do even before you start your education in Canada is hit the CRS tool and see how many points are you going to get today, how many points will you get while you are studying, and how many points will you get after you complete the education. Finally, you must also calculate how many points will you get after you complete 1 year of Canadian experience, 2 years of Canadian experience, and 3 years of Canadian experience. All of these stages will tell you that at which stage are you going to get enough points. Say, you're getting about say 470, 480 while you're studying, okay, or maybe after you complete your studies, then an FSW program is good for you. But say if you're able to get say 450 or 440, but after 1 year of Canadian experience, then that will be a better program for you, right? So you will have to, use the CRS tool and see what are your points going to be at the different stages of your application or your life in the next 5 years. Okay. Now, the usual program, like I told you earlier, would be an FSW. But after you get your PGWP, which is a postgrad work permit, after you complete your education, you will work in Canada for 1 year, right? And after that 1 year, you will be eligible under the Canadian Experience class. So that is going to be your path number 1. So Canadian Experience class after 1 year of work experience is your path number 1. The second path would be claiming your PR through a provincial nomination program. Now we have provincial nomination programs offered by the 13 provinces and the territories in Canada. Now these could be separate PNPs for your international graduate streams. Now a separate PNP based on your job offer within a particular province. Now there could be a PNP for a special education category like the master's graduate stream in Ontario. You could also look for a PNP which is an international graduate specific program, for example like the one that is about to be launched by the New Brunswick province. So guys, the sole answer here, if you want to know whether a PNP stands a chance for you, is go to the province's PNP website. Okay, there you will know what PNP programs are available and where do you stand as an eligible applicant. If you see that, okay, not today, maybe after 1 year or 2 years, you will be working, your way to PR under one of these programs, you can chalk that program out. The next possible option would be going for a pilot program. Now Canada has several pilot programs. Okay, now programs like AIPP, which is the Atlantic Immigration Pilot, the RNIP, the Rural Northern Immigration Pilot, the BC Tech Pilot, Yukon Community Pilot, the Caregiver Pilot, all of these programs, if you are inside Canada, after you complete the education, you get your open work permit. And then if you are in the province or if you get a job offer under one of these pilot programs, then you can also chalk your path to PR in the third way, as I mentioned. And then the fourth way would be special public programs, special public policies, which are offered by Canada every now and then. For example, the TR to PR pathway, which was recently launched, and a lot of students got their way to PR. I think around 40,000 people got their path to PR, which was amazing. And you have other policies which are every time in place, and especially during COVID-19, the Canadian government brought in such special policies. One such policy was also there where they said people whose PGWP is expiring, they would offer extension of that PGWP. All of these programs sort of help you claim your path to PR, or at least bridge that gap where you can get your Canadian experience and work your path to PR. Guys, to sum up, I would clearly say that international education happens to be one of the most successful pathways to PR always. And the students who come to Canada really love the place. They get accustomed to the working tradition and the working style, the ethics of the country, and slowly and gradually they are able to make their path to PR. Well, that might not happen immediately after you complete your particular education, or maybe 1 year, could be 2 years or 3 years down the line, but then you need to have a path in mind, a particular program or a PNP or a province in mind, where you can eventually target, prepare yourself, gather the eligibilities, get the work experience and the education, and then build your path to PR. Guys, I hope the information was helpful, gave you much insights into how a PR would be possible if you come to Canada as an international student. For anything else that you want to discuss, my details are on the screen and in the description box. I would be more than happy to speak with you. And until then, I wish you all the best, and I really hope to see you soon in Canada. All the best.